words of our Divine Mother from the book The Sunlit Path. These are the passages from conversations and writings of our Divine Mother. These are the passages from the conversations, and the passages of this compilation has been selected from the collected works of our Divine Mother. Almost all the passages have been taken from her conversations, from her writings, and the details are given as glossary as well. And the picture on the photograph of the mother is dated 5th July 1969 at the age of 91. Now, before we proceed into the contents, we have a message by our Divine Mother to all of us. Our Divine Mother says, "Do not take my words for a teaching. Always they are a force in action, uttered with a definitive purpose, and they lose their true power when separated from that purpose." I repeat it again. Do not take my words for a teaching. Always they are a force in action, uttered with a definitive purpose, and they lose their true power when separated from that purpose. Now, the first page, first topic, the call. The subtopic on that is the great adventure. Our Divine Mother says, these are the golden words again, we are in a very special situation, extremely special, without precedent. We are now witnessing the birth of a new world. It is very young, very weak, not in its essence, but in its outer manifestation, because it's not yet recognized, not even felt, denied by majority of men. But it is here, making an effort to grow, absolutely sure of the result. But the road to it is a completely new road which has never before been traced out. Nobody has gone there, nobody has done that. It is a beginning, a universal beginning. So it is an absolutely unexpected and unpredictable adventure. These are the people who love adventure. I call them, it is these I call, and I tell them, I invite you to the great adventure. I invite you to the great adventure. It is not a question of repeating spiritually what others have done before us, for our adventure begins beyond that. It is a question of a new creation, entirely new, with all the unforeseen events, the risks, the hazards it entails, a real adventure whose goal is certain victory, but the road to which is known, no, it is unknown and must be traced out step by step in the unexplored. It must be traced out step by step in the unexplored. Something that has never been in this present universe and that will never be again in the same way. So, if that interests you, if that is interesting to you, well, let us embark. What will happen to you tomorrow? I have no idea, because one must put aside all that has been foreseen, all that has been devised, all that has been constructed, and then set off walking into the unknown, and come what may, there is our divine. The next topic, the subtopic rather, the sublimest of the adventures. Our Divine Mother says, there is a moment when life such as it is, the human consciousness such as it is, seems something absolutely impossible to bear. It creates a kind of disgust, repugnance. One says, no, it is not that. It is not that. It can't be that. It can't continue. Well, when one comes to this, there is only to throw in one's all one's effort, all one's strength, all one's life, all once being into that chance, into this chance, if you like, or this exceptional opportunity that is given to cross over to the other side. What a relief to set foot on the new path, that which will lead you elsewhere. This is worth the trouble of casting behind much luggage, of getting rid of many things in order to be able to take that leap. That's how I see the problem. In fact, it is the sublimest of adventures, and if one has in him, in the slightest, the true spirit of adventure, it is worth risking all for all. The next subtopic, a decisive turning point. Our Divine Mother says, at the moment we are at a decisive turning point in the history of Earth once again. From every side, I am asked, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? Everywhere there is anguish, expectation, fear. Everywhere there is anguish, expectation, fear. What is going to happen? There is only one reply. If only man could consent to be spiritualized, if only man could consent to be spiritualized, and perhaps it would be enough if some individuals become pure gold, for this would be enough to change the course of events. We are faced with this necessity in a very urgent way. This courage, this heroism which the divine wants of us, why not use it to fight against one's own difficulties, one's own imperfections, one's own obscurities? Why not heroically face the finance of inner purification? Why not heroically face the furnace of inner purification, so that it does not become necessary to pass once more through one of those terrible, gigantic destructions which plunge an entire civilization into darkness? Let us repeat this sentence again. Why not heroically face the furnace of inner purification, so that it does not become necessary for every one of us to pass once more through one of those terrible, gigantic destructions which plunge an entire civilization into darkness? This is the problem before us. This is the problem before us. It is for each one of us to solve it in his own way, but again, holding the divine in our heart, let us start sailing towards this new world.